Welcome, everybody. What a great crowd. This is wonderful. Thank you very much. And I would like to start out with thanking Chase and his group for putting this together, finding the need, seeing that, and then filling that hole. It's great services they offer here that have been lacking for a long time. And we're proud to have Rock Island as being the home base for this. But it serves the whole community. It's here for the Quad Cities and for everybody to be able to use and benefit from. But once again, we're glad that it's in Rock Island, and it's a beautiful setting here. It's great. And of course, a great partnership with the City of Rock Island and the organization financially and helping making this happen. That's what it takes these days, is collaboration, everybody working together. Once again, that's what it's about, is putting some of our differences aside and working together for the better of the cause. And that's what this is about. So thank you very much to Chase and everybody else involved with it. Actually, has Chase got a minute? Where's he?
I'm the little guy.
You know, you're the little guy. You know, I'll say in the olden days, and I haven't seen this for a long time, they talk about giving the city the keys to the city and everybody else to anybody. We don't have keys to the city house, but I do have this challenge coin with the city seal on it, and I'd like to give that to you. So actually, to keep this thing moving and we can enjoy the company of everybody here, I'd like to introduce Representative Mike Halpin, another big supporter.
Well, thank you, Mayor, and I don't plan to speak too long, but what I do want to say is congratulations to Clock Inc. for providing this space for our community. We've got many challenges in the country, as you know, and with a national environment where there is some divisiveness and frankly some fear-mongering and things that are designed to put people down, I'm glad that my state, our state, and our community here in Rock Island is standing up and offering a place that says you're all welcome, and you're all welcome specifically here in Rock Island. So,
amen.
I'm proud of what we've done on the state level to also send that message. I'm very confident that as we enter Pride Month, that there are going to be a lot of good stories coming out of the state of Illinois. And I'm so glad that we got one more coming out of the city of Rock Island. I'm so glad to see so many people here today sharing in that message, sharing in that support. And as we go forward, I wish Chase and all the other members, Clock Inc., everyone that will serve, and everyone that is being served by this space that doesn't even know that they're being helped by having this in our community. So congratulations again. Thank you for offering me a chance to say a few words, and I look forward to working with you for many years down the road. Thanks so much.
Hello, everyone. My name is Megan Maurer, and on behalf of those of us at Clock Inc., we want to thank you so much for being here, and we appreciate your support so much. Welcome to our grand opening. We are beyond excited to be at this point in Clock Inc.'s development. Having all of you here just makes our day that much special. Without the community's support, we would not be fortunate enough to have this amazing space fulfilling our mission statement every day. So I promise I'll keep it brief, but I want to give a little background of how I got involved with Clock Inc. About 7 months ago, Chase contacted me telling me about this idea he had to create a community center that catered to the LGBTQIA community. How he wanted to have a space free of discrimination, free of isolation, and to grant the opportunity for those to build positive connections who identify similarly. This was not only a beneficial idea, but a necessity in the Quad Cities. So I immediately hopped on board, and I was happy to join his board of directors. Fast forward through lots of late night living room meetings, tons of phone calls, text messages, emails, And exactly 111 days later, we got the keys to this building on March 8th, 2019. In 134 days, we officially had our 501(c) status. I can go on and talk about all the hard work the board, our friends, our families, and the community has put into Clock Inc. We are so appreciative of every single one of you and for all of your support. But I would like to end this by acknowledging those who really began Clock Inc., our youth. If you ask Chase how he came up with this idea, he will go into story mode about how he got to work with a group of kids for 3 months. Towards the end of his internship, he asked them, if you could have any resource in the Quad Cities, what would you want? They all immediately said, a center, somewhere to go. And here we are today. So with that being said, we have a few youth members who would like to come up and say a few words. So I introduce to you Alex, Aaron, and Hannah.
Hi, I'm Alex Foster. I'm a youth from Clock Inc. I've been with Clock Inc. before it was Clock Inc. at Robert Young, and when we went to Brandon's, which is Chase's friend and my counselor. Clock has made it so I'm not so antisocial anymore. I've made many friends at Clock Inc. that I wouldn't have if I didn't have this amazing resource. Chase has taught me patience, which is an amazing, crucial thing that I needed when I was waiting to start testosterone, which I did yesterday. Clock is my safe place. Thank you. Clock is my safe place. I always feel welcomed here. Clock Inc. has literally saved my life. Without Clock Inc., there would be no me. It has helped me when I was at my lowest point in my life. There's great support from everyone here, and it's a fun place to hang out. Thank you.
I'm Hannah. I'm also one of the I'm also one of the youth that are I'm one of the youth that attends the groups here, and one thing I was looking for when I came out was a connection to a community, because I felt really alone when I came out. So it took a while, but eventually my mom, with the help of one of her school peers, they found Clock, and I was told, hey, there's a group here, and you can talk to people that are like you, who have experienced similar situations. And through Clock, I have not only found tolerance towards my identity, but acceptance. And it has allowed for me to blossom socially. This place is my comfort zone. It's my home away from home. And I'm so grateful to Chase and Megan and everyone that has helped to make this place what it is. And I am so excited to see the future that Clock is going to help form for the LGBT community.
Hi, my name is Aaron. I live in a small town with not much diversity, and I am trans. Coming to Clock for the first time was very exciting for me because I've never seen so much diversity. I started going to the youth group and I met so many awesome new people. I've only attended group a few times, but these few times made me feel so much better and confident about myself. Confident enough to come out as Aaron to my family and friends. Clock Inc. is a happy place. It's my safe place. Thank you, Chase, for all your support in making this happen.
So I'm going to try to not take up until 7:30. So for those who don't know, my name is Chase Norris. I am the founder of Clock Inc. And thank you all for coming. Thank you, Mayor Mike Tomes, and then Mike Halpin for speaking and being a part of our big day. I am not from here. I'm from the Peoria area. Moved here for grad school, fell in love with the area, bought a house, decided to stick around. And while I was in grad school, I always said, I'm gonna make a difference. I'm gonna change the world. And then I graduated, and then I had to actually act upon it. And so I have the best job in the world. I get to make a difference, and so I'm sure I'm going to leave people off of my thank you list, but we would be here longer than 7:30. So, a little bit of background. When my youth kids had given me this idea, had a business plan, which every idea in my business plan came from these kids, and I had a plan, a dream. I was going to make this happen. I went back to my hometown and I asked my grandmother's boyfriend, Bill, is this realistic? I'm going to read my plan, I will answer any of your questions. Let me know if this is realistic. And he read it. I had an answer for every question, and he told me to go for it and that I was going to make it happen. Halfway through this process, I had a job offer. Full-time, salary, rate. I had no idea what to do. We were halfway here. What do I take it? And yet again, went to Bill and told me a great story. It's a good story. Bill's right there. You should ask him about it. But I needed to turn down the job to keep doing this, and so without Bill, we wouldn't be here. Definitely want to thank our anonymous donor who allowed us to open our doors. They are here today, and very grateful for them and all of their support. Definitely need to give a shout out to my dad. Came and built this stage in a weekend. Like,
Yeah,
this wasn't- Constant support. All of the shelves, the merchandise rack, all came from Dad because I didn't get that gene. But definitely very grateful for him and all of the support from my family. So next is Mr. Chandler Poole, who got connected before we even had this place, just getting off the ground, very dedicated, came to our first fundraising event and showed his support, and in the dead of winter, walked around the district when a property fell through, and then not too long ago, called him up and had this plan to donate pride flags to the city of Rock Island to be displayed for Pride Week, and yet again, cleared a schedule, walked around the district with me, which is a very tall man, and I'm not, so keeping up with him is not the easiest thing to do. And then part of his team is Tara, who answers all thousands of my questions. Can I do this? Am I allowed to do this? Made everything happen, and so very grateful for Chandler and his team. City Hall, just thank you. You did fund our counseling office, which is beautiful. And so if you haven't had a chance to maneuver, you should check it out. But very grateful for the City Hall, the mayor, everyone, when deciding on where we were going to end up and call our home. Received nothing but support from the city of Rock Island, and very grateful that this is where we are at. All of our volunteers who have helped with painting our wall, which I was not allowed to touch. So they did a great job. Everyone who has volunteered for events, definitely need to give a shout out to all our parents. Like, you guys trust me with your kids, which is fantastic. You want this place for your kids as much as I want this for them. So thank you to all the parents. Baked Playcrafters, East Village Theater have let us use their venues for events. Lori Larson, who is my clinical supervisor, and then Simone, which is over there. She is a part of How About Hope, which is another nonprofit organization, and working with mental health. And Simone has been a huge support since day one. She got us our first pride flag, which launched us getting the rest of our flags. And pretty sure at almost every family group, she brings her entire family. To my knowledge, none of them are in the LGBT community, and they are just so supportive, and very grateful for you and your family. Alongside How About Hope is Michaela Hughes-Shaw, who's Miss Iowa, unable to be here today, but she has been a huge part of working with us. Candy Stratton, who is also unable to be here, has done shows for us, constant support, encouragement. Also think Sherry's team next door, Congresswoman Sherry Bustos. I ask a lot of questions, and they have been fantastic. All the noise of construction and all of that, even being very understanding when my dog has wandered into the office on several occasions. So thank you. They also were a huge part of our team and then our 501c3, and that was something they didn't need to do, and they volunteered and helped us with that, so thank you. Again, Mayor Mike Tomes and Mike Halpin, thank you for taking the time out of your day to come speak. I am just this 5'3" kid with an afro without all of this. Tattoos, I got a hole in my nose, and you took my dream seriously, so thank you. Thank you to all our allies. We would not be as strong of a community without allies, so thank you. Andrew Glasscock and QC Pride Festivals, because this is their sound system, and so thank you. And they also got us June 28th and 29th is Pride Fest down in Davenport, and they hooked us up with a dunk tank, which you should all come to, because Mike Kaplan also volunteered to get in the dunk tank, so Mayor Tomes, you will also be getting a question from me later. The Doris and Victor Day for sponsoring our grand opening. Their team has been fantastic, so thank you. And then Dave Enan, thank you and your family. They were here helping blow up balloons, everything that they could do. They had their kids running around doing everything for us, and thank you for just your support. Olivia, which is over in the corner, is one of my interns. Grand opening is her. Like, I had no idea what I was doing with an event, and she made everything happen. So, literally, thank you. I think on your second day, you had a to-do list, a spreadsheet, and I didn't even know how to open the document. I have another intern who didn't want to trade me spots because he is currently on his way to London, but he blew up over 300 balloons on his first day, and I don't think that's what he signed up for. We're almost done, I promise. So I am not an easy person to be around when I am stressed. So thank you to my roommates who have dealt with all of the madness. But from me hogging the living room to work until 2 a.m. and then complaining if the TV was too loud, thank you. The countless Whitey's runs of my obnoxious order just because of a stressful day. Listen to me ramble for hours about all the crazy ideas. And then when being discouraged, just reminding me why I started this. And so Aaron, who spoke when he had come out, chose to come out at our center, and when my two roommates were aware, and this was at an event, so it was even better, have it on video, but he said that he wanted to come out to his mom, and the two of them thought of a plan how they were gonna do this, and so like having them see what I see was everything. So not everyone gets to see what all the differences and the changes being made behind the scenes, so I was very glad that they got to be a part of that. Definitely need to give a shout out to my board, Megan and Becky, who is unable to be here on vacation, but when Megan said that she gets a bunch of phone calls and emails, she doesn't tell you the exact number. It's a lot. Every idea I need to tell them. Like, Megan definitely brings me down to reality, but also is the biggest hype man I could ever, whether it was I bought a rug, she's excited, and where is my spoon? I don't know how she does what she does. She is so dedicated to this community, and she works 2 jobs, tries to have a social life, and is a huge part of how Clock Inc. exists. So thank you for literally everything that you do. So the last on my list, these kids. Like, one, they are the coolest kids I've ever met, and they are the reason why this all exists. So after I graduated, moved our group to a friend's private practice, and every obstacle, and I had a speech plan that I was going to tell them I'm done. I can't do it. It can't happen. They would show up every week, and I couldn't bring myself to tell them, so it was one more week. I'm gonna just do what I need to do, and we're still one more week. Like, they are keeping me going, and they inspire me every day. These kids are they're living their true lives. I never could have been half as brave at your age to come out and be who you're meant to be, and I think that is amazing. I mean, yes. gonna start at a GSA at our high school. I barely passed high school. Aaron is one of the coolest kids I've ever met. I had no idea he's as young as he is because he's so mature. He has a great family, constant support, and is just very dedicated to being true to himself. Alex. Guy.
Don't do it.
But dude, you're the coolest kid I've ever met. It was a couple weeks ago in group, someone told you that you were an inspiration to them. Like, that was so cool to watch and be a part of. You got your first tee shot yesterday. That was huge. Like, you're just so grateful for everything. Whether it's, I give him a Monster, which probably isn't good for him, but Monster also should support clocking. But, like, whether it's a ride home, he comes and volunteers, giving him a drink. He's so grateful. And so, thank you. I could keep talking, but I'm sure you all want to get to the party. But thank you to all our supporters. We would not exist without you. And so, just want to say thank you. And I don't know where we're doing ribbon cutting, but
Oh,
yes,
do we want to do
Jason.
it right here?
Sure.
All right. Let's, everybody stay where you're at. Chase, come.
I'm hugging you. It doesn't matter if you want one or not.
I hope I wasn't too presumptuous when I said your mother.
Somebody gets better than the state?
Megan, yes, Megan, thank you for being here. It means so much. Hey, oh,
Bigger scissors.
There we go. Yeah, bigger. You want to say a few words before we cut it?
You want to say anything? I think I said it.
Yeah, we just want to say thank you again. Without you guys, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't have as much support. Like, we cannot tell you enough how grateful we are for everyone's support, for the city of Rock Island, just everything. We're so happy that you're here with us today.
All right.
Thank you.
Make it official.
Do I cut it?
Yep.
Yeah.
You want to tell everybody your party?
Yeah.
Yeah, so give us a few minutes. We will have a toast to happen really quick, and then we're going to get some food out. We had Grinders Catering, so what we do, we'll do a little toast, and then once we get food out, we'll go ahead and get some food, and give yourselves about an hour, and then we're going to have a talent showcase for you all. So you get to see a few performances today.